Hello everyone. Growth of other political parties. Through the 1950s and 1960s, the Congress party ruled at the center and in most of the states. The people voted for the Congress mainly because they saw it as the legacy of the freedom struggle and because its leaders were perceived to be individuals of character and integrity. Perhaps the first time people exercised their right of choice for a party other than the Congress was when they voted the Communists into power in Kerala in 1957. Then in 1963, three notable opponents of the Congress were elected to the Lok Sabha, namely the socialist Ram Manohar Lohia, the liberal M.R. Masani, and the Gandhian Acharya Kripalani. All this signified that the people of India were getting well acquainted with the mores of democracy. The period also saw the start and growth of political parties other than the Congress and the Communist Party of India and notable changes within the communist groups. The Socialist Party, formed in 1934 as Congress Socialist Party (SP), with its own constitution, membership, discipline, and ideology, it remained within the Congress Party till March 1948. Their dissociation was as a protest against the Congress move towards the right and its growing authoritarian tendencies was announced at a meeting in Nashik on March 28, 1948. In September 1952, the CSP merged with the Kisan Mazdoor Praja Party (KMPP) to form a new party, Praja Socialist Party (PSP). Praja Socialist Party. In September 1952, the Socialist Party and the KMPP merged to form Praja Socialist Party (PSP) with J.V. Kripalani as the chairman and Ashok Mehta as the general secretary. With the merger, it became the largest opposition party to the Congress with all India presence. But the party could not maintain its cohesion for long. In June 1953, at the party's Betul conference, Ashok Mehta called for support to the ruling party as he believed that in a backward country like India, the crucial task was economic development, a common challenge for all political parties. Mehta's thesis was rejected by the rest of the party, which accepted Ram Manohar Lohia's approach. Lohia believed in a position of equidistance from both the Congress and the Communists and supported the organization of militant mass movements. Lohia and his group left the PSP at the end of 1955. While Acharya Narendra Dev died in 1956, Jayaprakash Narayan in 1954 announced that he would dedicate his life to Bhudan and other constructive activities. In 1957, after the general elections, Jayaprakash Narayan left active politics, declaring that party politics was not suitable for India and campaigned for partyless democracy. Kripalani in 1960 left the party too, and 3 years later, Ashok Mehta agreed to become the deputy chairman of the Planning Commission. Ashok Mehta joined the Congress party with almost one-third of PSP cadres with him. Lohia formed the Socialist Party, which in 1964 merged with the PSP to form the Samyukta or United Socialist Party (SSP). In 1965, the party split again. Lohia's group kept the SSP label while his critics started a fresh PSP. The Communist Party. In the period following independence, the official stand taken by the Communist Party of India towards the changing socio-political dynamics went through alterations. It first accepted India's independent foreign policy, though it still considered the government to be an agent of imperialism. It later went on to accept that India had become a sovereign republic but also felt its policies were pro-capitalist and anti-people. The Communists would offer a democratic front to replace the Congress Party. In 1958, at its Amritsar meeting, the party declared that it was possible to advance to socialism through peaceful and parliamentary means. And if the party came to power, it would grant full civil liberties, including the right to oppose the socialist government and the socialist system through constitutional mechanisms. Then in 1961 at Vijayawada, it was decided to follow a policy of struggle as well as unity towards Congress. Progressive policies were to be supported while struggle against the other policies were to continue. Split in CPI. Within the party, there were several differences on issues like attitude towards the Soviet critique of Stalin, Russia-China ideological differences, and Sino-India War of 1962. Some communists supported the government fully against the Chinese invasion, while others, though opposed to the Chinese stand on the question of India-China frontiers, also opposed the unqualified support to the Nehru government because of its class character. The Sino-Soviet ideological split also witnessed a great deal of resonance on the Indian communists, many sympathetic to the Chinese position. In fact, the Chinese call, which asked the revolutionary elements in the communist parties of the world to distance themselves from those supporting the revisionist Soviet line, had great influence on the Indian communists. In 1964, the party got divided into CPI, representing the earlier right and centrist trends, and CPM or Communist Party Marxist, representing the earlier left trend. The CPM believed that the Indian state was being ruled by big bourgeois who collaborated with foreign finance capital and hence had to be destroyed. They had contempt for Indian constitution as they thought it to be anti-democratic and hence did not believe in peaceful and parliamentary means. For them, an agrarian revolution coupled with an armed struggle led by the working class and the CPM was necessary to bring changes in the social relations. Bharatiya Jan Sangh. The Bharatiya Jan Sangh, founded in October 21, 1951, was based on right-wing ideology. According to Bipin Chandra, the Jana Sangh was a communal party, and to understand its basic character and politics, the genesis of the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh RSS to be analyzed first. The Jan Sangh was the creation of the RSS and drew its organized strength, centralized character, and ideological homogeneity from it. The party in the beginning was strongly anti-Pakistan. The propagation of Bharatiya culture and the establishment of Bharatiya nationalism were its core agenda, and it gave the slogan of one country, one culture, one nation. Similarly, it took a strident stand in favor of Sanskritized Hindi as an official linked language of India. In 1965, it gave up this demand in view of expansion of party in non-Hindi belt and accepted the decision to retain English along with Hindi so long as the non-Hindi states wanted this. Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee, who had resigned from the Nehru cabinet in April 1951 over the Nehru-Liaquat Pact, was the main force behind the formation of Jana Sangh. Mukherjee claimed it to be a non-communal party aiming to build a broad-based democratic opposition to the Congress. But in the absence of any effective alternative ideology or program and mass support, the party became a subsidiary of the RSS. It won 3 Lok Sabha seats with 3.06% of votes. Incidentally, Mauli Chandra Sharma, the second president of the Jana Sangh, resigned in protest against the RSS domination of the party. In later years, the party was to be a part of the coalition Janata Party against the emergency. The Swatantra Party. Founded in August 1959, the Swatantra Party was a non-socialist, constitutionalist and secular conservative party having distinguished leaders like C. Rajagopalachari, who resigned from the Congress, Minu Masani, N. G. Ranga, and K. M. Munshi, most of them being veteran Congress leaders. The social base of the party was narrow and consisted of a section of industrialists and business class discontented with the government control, quotas and licenses, and fearful of nationalization. Landlords The social base of the party was narrow and consisted of a section of industrialists and business class discontented with government control, quotas and licenses, and fearful of nationalization. Landlords, jagirdars, and princes annoyed due to loss of fiefdoms, social power and status, and deteriorating economic conditions. Ex-landlord turned capitalist farmers and rich and middle peasants who had welcomed the abolition of landlordism but were fearful of losing part of their land, and a few retired civil servants. The Swatantra Party favored the notion of the night watchman or laissez-faire state and stood for free private enterprise. It opposed the active role of the state in economic development and nationalization of private enterprises and extension of land reforms. In international relations, the party denounced non-alignment as well as Indo-Soviet collaboration and wanted a close relation with the US and countries of Western Europe. In fact, it advocated for a defense coalition with the non-communist countries of Asia, including Pakistan, under the capitalist superpower United States. In the 1962 elections, it won 18 seats in the Lok Sabha and emerged as the main opposition party in 4 states: Bihar, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Odisha. Factions, defections, and death of C. Rajagopalachari in 1967 proved detrimental to the Swatantra Party. Most of the party leaders joined the Bharatiya Lok Dal in 1974, while a small group led by Masani tried to survive the party. Communal and regional parties. The Hindu Mahasabha, which was founded in 1915 at Haridwar by Madan Mohan Malaviya, gradually disappeared from the political scene after 1952 and lost its support base to the Jana Sangh. Bharatiya Jana Sangh. The Muslim League, owing it to its association with the demand for Pakistan, lay dormant and many of its leaders joined the Congress party and other parties. Later, it revived in parts of Tamil Nadu and in Kerala and was to become coalition partners of the Congress, CPI, and CPM in coming years. The Akali Dal gave way to Shiromani Akali Dal and remained limited to Punjab. The other regional parties which came into prominence were the DMK Tamil Nadu, the Jammu and Kashmir National Conference J&K, Jharkhand Party in undivided Bihar, Ganatantra Parishad Orissa, All Parties Hill Leaders Conference Assam, Scheduled Caste Federation Maharashtra, etc., Forward Bloc West Bengal, and Peasants and Workers Party Maharashtra were parties inclined towards left ideology but restricted to only one state. Like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you. Bye.